everybody. So today I'm over my 2014 Skidoo MXZ 600 carb version. The sled's got roughly I want to say 4,300 miles on it right now. And to this point all I've had to do is replace one relay, and that's it. The sled still ran, it's just I lost use of my lights, but it still started and it went. I never had any problems. It's a fun sled. I like it a lot, and it had a few good reviews on it at the time, so that's what led me to this sled. So it's got a 120 by 15 inch track. The lugs are 1 1/4. Right here in the back you got, typical little bit of a storage area. Keep a few tools, registration, spark plugs. If I was on the trails, I'd have some food in there and some drinks. So up front, to start it, you connect this little electrical unit here. It's got a hand activated choke, on, off, and this is your push button start. So I'll just start it up real quick for you. Oh, and there, sorry about that, you have to push this button up. There you go. Starts no problem, sounds real nice. So choke, electrical connection, on off switch, and that's your starter button. Up here we have your hand brake, and this is your parking brake. You just push that lever forward, squeeze it, it comes right off. Blue button right here, that's your high beam, low beam for your lights, and there is an indicator up here that tells you the high beams are on. These are your thumb warmer, grip warmer here, on, off, medium, or I should say high, low, off. On this side, this is kind of a sore spot on this machine, and I think most people would agree. You can see there's a little rubber band on here. This is your throttle. And this model is notorious for having a difficult throttle. So your thumb is going to be sore after, whatever, 10, 20 miles. Your thumb's going to get sore because this is kind of hard to depress. So what I did, very carefully, what I did was I put a rubber band on this, and as you can see, it just takes off some of the tension. So I'm adding a couple or a few pounds of pressure onto this throttle. Again, you have to be careful with it. You don't want to have it too high, or you're just going to, it'll be like a cruise control, and you don't want that. You just want to take a few pounds off, and it's worked very well for me. I haven't had any issues. There's been no safety issues. It did the trick. It did the trick for me. Also, I'd like to mention, not only do I have electric start on this machine, if you look right here, I also have a backup pull start in case my battery dies. So that's cool. A lot of these come with just the pull start, and the electric start is an option. So I was glad I got both. Up front of the dashboard, pretty basic stuff. We have speedometer, tachometer. Right here they show you you have a trip 1, you have a trip 2 for your different trips that you want to take, with a reset button. And you also have miles traveled, miles or kilometer, whichever you prefer traveled. The front shocks adjustable. Not a lot you can do with them. It's pretty much just preload on the front shocks. I'll come right over here and show you. So you just take your little shock tool right here, and you just twist right here. And I have it right in the middle, and that seems to be about right. I got this suspension, it took me a little while, but I got the suspension right where I want it. It really goes well with my 180, 190 pounds of weight on it. I'll show you under here real quick. Under the hood, if you will. So you just unlatch this. You have a little latch right here, you unlatch that, and then you kind of just give it a little pop. So you got a toolkit right here. I'll show you real quick if you'd like. It's just some basic stuff. That's a kind of a suspension tool for out back. I'll show you that in a minute. Screwdriver, spark plug wrench, got an extra rope in case your rope snaps, and I think there's a screwdriver in there and a couple other small tools, but not much. Just enough to help you get out of a jam. And that just latches right in there real nice and secure. This is a necessity. Out back, the suspension, it is fully adjustable. Seats cushy and comfortable. Never had a problem. Very comfortable sled to ride. And again, ergonomically, I'm just around 6 feet tall. Fits me perfectly. I did purchase a couple of accessories for my sled. I wanted to show you my gas tank. This holds 3.2 gallons. And if you want to scoot over here, I can show you how it connects and disconnects. So there's a latch right here, little rubber thing. You take that off, you undo that, and then it just slips right off. And like I said, this is 3.2 gallons. And this is called their link system, Skidoo has. And they have all kinds of little attachments you can put on it. Well, I don't know how many different, but they have luggage you can put on. And they have like a storage bag you can also put on, which I'm going to show you in a second. That just goes just like that. You flap the switch back on, and this just locks the switch from coming out. And that's it. It gives me security when you're out on the trails, you know, 50 miles, 60, 70 miles out. Security is a good thing to have. When I'm with somebody else, I take my bag of tools, my extra bag with me, and the other person usually takes the gas. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the bag. This is a really cool little unit. I'd like to show you how it attaches. Obviously it's going to be a little different than the gas tank. So right here, just to loosen it up, you pull that, loosens it up, and then see this? This just slips right onto this bolt like that. Clicks right in, and then you just tighten it up. There's 4 attachment points, 2 on each side, and this sucker is secure. This thing is not going to flap in the breeze when you're going down the trail and nothing. It's very, very secure. It's well made, and I really like it. It even looks nice. So inside it, I'm not going to rip into it too much, but I'll just show you a couple things. I have this little trail shovel that you put together. This in itself is a nice little thing. It just clicks in like that. You get the idea. You push these buttons in. You push those buttons in and put it together, and it just clicks through. Believe it or not, I've had to use that once. Inside I have a bag, and inside the bag I keep a tow strap, some extra tools. There's a first aid kit in there, probably a lighter, maybe a small flashlight. I got a couple just little survival things like that, just in case. You can see it's well made. It's a tough bag. Got a little handle right here for the back of it. Fits perfect on my sled. I've really enjoyed this sled. This nice little trail sled. It's lightweight, it's nimble. If you're looking for a race machine, this isn't it. It's got 110 horsepower. It'll push you along just fine. I've enjoyed it a ton. It's got 4,300 miles on it, whatever. The only negative I can say about it to this point is the throttle. It's a difficult throttle. Your thumb is going to get tired. And again, I just kind of MacGyvered it, if you will, and put these little rubber bands on it. And that solved the problem. As long as you don't put them too tight, you're just taking a couple pounds off the throttle, your thumb. Haven't noticed it since. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.